You said one time, you said some of your early music...
Makes me barf.
Well, I'm not sure that. I think you just said makes me sick, but we always like a good vomit story here.
Yeah.
For example, what?
Well, I just, I don't want to, I don't know, come on.
I'm not asking you to...
100 years ago.
But I mean, what song...
Material Girl.
Makes you
Hello.
barf.
You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It has kitsch value, you know what I mean?
What else? I mean, what other songs would fall into that category?
Like a Virgin.
Like a virgin, touched for the very first time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're great songs, and they're of an era and all that. But I mean, do I want to sit and listen to it? Do I want to perform it? No. My songs are like a map of my life, and they all mean something to me. They're like tattoos. They all happened at a certain time in my life, and if I listen to them, I can go exactly back to that time in my life, what I was doing, how I was feeling.
When you sit down to do this very creatively titled GHV2, you have to go back. I mean, were there other working titles, or?
Listen, I just finished the tour, and I was going up to make a movie. I couldn't think straight. I mean, yeah, I mean, we tried lots of things.
So you called it GHV2.
Yeah.
How'd you choose what to put on it? Because you got a lot to choose from.
I had 4 records to choose from, and I basically chose my favorite songs that I really like to listen to.
What's the test? I don't want to sit and listen to it once, or if I sat and someone put it on a loop and I had to listen to it 5 times in a row, and I got upset with it, then I can't listen to it. Then it's not a good song.
This is sort of like the second half of my music career. So they had to pass the can I listen to it 5 times in a row test.
If someone doesn't know Madonna and they listen to this album, it's really not representative of your music in general, because so many of the other songs on these albums that aren't singles are pretty good songs.
No, then it can't be called the greatest hits package, is it? Because it wasn't a great hit.
Could have been called, yeah, otherwise it's my favorites.
Oh, why don't I just call it Lazy?
Which is almost as good a title, by the way, if you want to get picky here.
Whatever, you can remember it.
Let me talk about the world tour. I don't know what your expectations were going in, but it sold out. It got an enormous amount of attention. Did you expect that?
I have to say I didn't have any expectations when I went in. When I started doing it, I just thought I want to make a show that is entertaining. All around, from a visual aspect, from an audio aspect, and I want to take people on a journey. I have the rebellious teenager in me, and that I'll always have that. And I didn't try to be edgy. I know that my sensibilities are always left of conventional and mainstream, and so I just stayed true to myself. And I like being provocative, as you know.
You presented an award recently here in London at the Tate Museum.
Yeah.
Very prestigious award. No?
Yeah, very.
Very prestigious building. And you got up and you talked about freedom of speech and freedom of expression. It was a lovely speech, and at the end, on live television...
No, I didn't talk about freedom of speech and freedom of expression.
Well, let me
I
read
talked
it.
about how silly award shows are.
Okay, and then you said, I want to support any artist who not only has something to say, but to say it. In a time when political correctness is valued over honesty, I would like to say...
Go ahead.
Right on, mother. Everyone is a winner.
Yeah.
And the winner is.
I did say that. Gosh, that's one of the few times I've been quoted correctly.
Created a bit of a stir here, didn't it?
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, as if no one says that word.
On live television.
But it's a cutting-edge contemporary award. So,
Wouldn't
anyway.
take it back?
Absolutely not. People expect that sort of behavior from me.
You know what? You're right. It's true.
I mean, the thing is, and I'll tell you the real reason, and this is my perverse sense of humor, is that they wanted to read my speech. They wanted me to give them a copy of my speech before I went on, and I said, no, I'm not going to. And so they kept trying to get the information out of me in really unclever ways. And I just got pissed off at them, you know, like, how many words is it? How many minutes is it? So then I just got insulted. And then they said, oh, and, you know, when you, and they said, how would you like to be introduced? And I said, Mrs. Ritchie. And they said, oh, no, we can't do that because everyone knows you as Madonna. Come on. Can we play a little bit? I mean, oh, it was ridiculous. And then they said at the end, oh, please we hope and pray that there is no profanity in your speech. And
it's like an invitation to you.
Don't tell me not to swear.
Please don't tempt me. Do you have any idea who you're tempting here?
Exactly. So then, of course, I did take that as an invitation, and I said it, and I felt much better afterwards.
If we speak every 2 years, what do you want to do between now and the next time we sit down to do an interview?
Gosh. Well, I'd like to record another album, and I'd like to travel more and write. I've been writing a screenplay for 100 years. I keep starting it, and then I keep getting distracted by a project and putting it away. It's very funny, and that's my goal, to finish it. So I want to do that, and maybe direct it, I don't know.
Continue to act?
Yes. I want to learn to ride a horse, and I wanted to learn to drive on the wrong side of the road.
You still haven't driven here?
I have, but it's always with my husband screaming at me, and I'm going to take regular lessons now because I can't deal with it.
You're going to get in one of those cars with the little student driver things on top?
No, it's going to be a slightly more low-key scenario.
I would love to see the guy pull up next to you at the stop sign. It's Madonna.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good start.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's always good to see you.
Okay. Happy Christmas.